restore their life, they can restore their families, they can reach out to other women and just continue the cycle. I think it's super important because for me, if I had some place to go, that would probably have been the first place I went. But I didn't. I ended up in rehab, which was all by means, the great way for me. But for a safe house, if I had a safe house to go to, I know that me and my son could have gone there with a feeling of hope and a lot of love and a lot of healing. And so we just really thank you.
I'm Stephanie again. So, just in case they forgot. So a safe house here in Jacksonville would just be so amazing. For me, in my experiences, I could be in a room with 1,000 people and feel so alone. But being around these women and being empowered by my sisters and just sharing those experiences and those stories and that healing, that's just so amazing, and it's so powerful, and it's done so much in my life. Just knowing these women right here, they give me the courage to stand up here. A safe house in Jacksonville would be somewhere for a woman to go, because I didn't know where to go. And this awareness right here is letting those women, if just one woman hears that there's somewhere for her to go, then it's all worth it. So a safe house being somewhere for women to find that healing and to find that safety and to find that community and to find that love, I think is just one of the most amazing things I've ever heard of in my life. Because, man, when I was on my knees in the hotel room and I thought there was nowhere to go, but there is, and it's right here in Jacksonville, and it's changing lives. And we just thank you so much for your support. And I'm going to turn this over.
So when I met Her Song a little less than a year ago, and I heard about this safe house, I don't know, I was just like, oh my God, I got to be a part of this. This is so amazing. In the 10 years that I was being trafficked, I ran so many times. I would just leave everything I had right there and just go. But the problem was, I had been trapped in his life so long that I had nowhere to go. I had no family, I had no friends, everybody had just turned their back on me because they thought that I wanted to be out there, that was my choice. So the thing was with this safe house, I would always, when I would leave him, I would always have to go to his friends. It would be people that he knew. It's in his circle. So it wasn't hard to find me. And he would come looking. Trust me, he came looking. And when I heard about the safe house, it's not even just the housing. It's everything else that comes with it. I was so lost. I had no idea who I was anymore. I didn't know my own identity. I didn't know what my goals. I had no goals. I had no dreams. Death looked good to me, for real. I didn't even have a life anymore. I didn't own my life. So the fact that this house is not only a safe place for these women to be, but it has a transitional phase. There's 3 different steps to this housing. And the first one is these girls get to rest. And the resting part is amazing, and people don't understand, that's the part where these women are going to actually be able to find themselves again. Find out who you are. What are your dreams? What do you want out of life? And then after that, then we go into transition. They need job training. I had never worked a day in my life. Never. I was, like I said, stay-at-home mom, PTA mom. My husband took care of me. So when he left, I lost everything. I didn't know how I was going to make it. I had no job skills at all. And then that third phase where you get to transition and you get to get your own place. You get your driver's license. You get to buy your own car. That feels good. I got my own apartment now. When I walk in my doors every night after a hard day at work, I'm like, hey, I'm doing this. This is me. I'm doing this. And so, this safe house, I want these women to have that feeling. This is the best feeling in the world, to know that I am free today. And I thank God and Her Song, because these women have been amazing in my life. And it's been less than a year, and I'm working on so many different things coming into my life. My children, my family, everybody's there now. And they had no idea what I was really going through. But the problem was, nobody reached out to help me because they didn't know. So awareness right now is so needed. We need to bring awareness. Everybody, talk to your friends. Because when these women get vulnerable, I'm sorry, but women's going to look for anything for love. We are creatures that have to be loved on. And we love love. And we're going to love you back. for sure. So that's all I have.
You know, as believers, we know that there's no real healing except for the power of Jesus to change lives. And so I would like to ask Stephanie just to share with you briefly how knowing Christ has changed her life.
I'm not going to say it again. I'm Stephanie. I said it again. Okay. So when I first came out of the fog, I started to attend this church. Okay. I started to attend this church, and they started to introduce me to Jesus. I was saved on Father's Day of last year, June 17th, and man, that's where I found my healing. I found a man that bore that cross, that died for my burden, my guilt, my shame, that died for me and me, all of us. You know, and I found that so comforting. I found that love that I'd always been looking for. I found that void started to be filled. You know, and then I come over here and I'm introduced to her song, and these women just confirm that feeling. And they just share with me their experiences and their experiences of love and my growth in Christ, and they just guide me and they teach me and they allow me to teach others about the healing that you can find in Christ. Just like the healing I found, man, Jesus saves, buddy. Jesus saves.
Thank you all so much for coming out.
Let's give these ladies a big round of applause. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The courage it takes to stand up here and talk about that like they just did. I tell you what.
Get it together, that's what I say. I put on the pressure, you could do better, be who you're supposed to.